What's going on, everybody? Listen, let me tell you what happened to me this morning. This morning I was at Pensacola, Florida, and I was sitting there, getting up early in the morning, and I was waiting to go drop my trailer. Well, a truck pulls in front of me, and I'm like, oh man, this guy's, if he goes in there, it's gonna be harder for me to back up, but that's all right, whatever. So he pulls on around, and I was still cooking my breakfast, no big deal. My appointment wasn't until like 7:30, this was like 6:30. So anyway, he pulls on him, and I'm watching him, and he's got all this room, and I know I'm gonna be harder later, but I'm watching him back up, and he's having a hard time, and I'm like, look at this guy, oh my God. And then my spirit said, Sean, you should go help him. And I'm like, I'm arguing with myself, I'm like, he's got it easy though, why should I, it's gonna be harder on me, you know what I mean? It's like, but he's got it easy. Well, that wasn't right. So I said, yeah, all right. You know, so I get out and I walk over there. It's early. I walk over. I said, hey, driver. I said, you need some help? He's like, please. And I could tell he was panicking. I'm like, man, I'm glad I helped him. So I showed him how to get up and pull up and get around and get back in. And once he got in the dock, he said, I really appreciate it. He said, I'll help you if you need to. And I said, thanks, bud. And then I looked, and then they gave me a dock that was super hard. Like, oh my God, hard. Like, I had to go around this dumpster. There was like a few trucks. And the only way to get it was a blindside back. And the blindside back can be hard. I've gotten better at blindside back, but it's still scary, but especially when you've got like over here, right. And then there's no room to pull up, which is a drop off. So it's like, you got to do it just right. And then I thought to myself, I said, God, I said, please help me get it in there. I said, help me get this thing in like a boss, Lord. And I felt the Spirit say, well, ain't you glad you helped him? Since you helped him, then I'm going to help you. And that's what I felt like God was telling me. So I said, thank God, thank God, Jesus, please help me. So, I go and I back in, and I give the credit to God, not because of me. And I've been driving 15 years, but I give this credit to God. I backed it in, blindside, around all that stuff, the first time without even a pull-up. Yay! But you know what? It wasn't me. I give the credit to God on that one, because that was a really hard back, and I did it like a boss. I said, God, help me get this in here like a boss. That was my prayer. And when I got it out, I said, Lord, thank you. That guy came over and he said, man, he said, you didn't know how. I said, oh, I did. I said, it come from up above. He's the one to help me. And I said, no problem, buddy. And I hooked that thing and I felt good. So I wanted to take this time, make this video, and give God the praise on that. Also, I want to let you know, if you see a driver struggling, don't just sit there. Don't make a video about it or just make fun of it, or get out and help him. That driver may be going through something. You don't know what that driver has to go through, what he may be new. Maybe he didn't get the experience that me and you did, or maybe he didn't have a good trainer. Bad schools, there's schools out there that just don't really teach them everything. That's maybe not their fault. So instead of just looking at them and putting them on bonehead truckers or something like that, get out and help them and say, hey, can you need some help, or give me some help? They may say, oh, I don't need your help, and that's on them then. But at least give them a chance. At least give it a shot. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. Smash that like button. Let's get the algorithm going, because I'm trying to teach drivers how to live right, act right, think right, drive right, and be right. Let's get it. This is Trucking Life with Sean.